Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about overthinking. Do you overthink? Who doesn't overthink? Honestly, in today's society, right? We're pretty much all overthinking at some point or another during the day, if not all day. So what I want to focus on today is that overthinking is not always negative. I want to look a little bit at why we overthink and some of the things that we can do to organize this habit, right? Okay, so let's just start off looking at overthinking. It's not always about the thoughts, right? Overthinking is not about the thoughts we're thinking. It's a stimulus, much like biting our nails or tapping our toes, or things that we get into that become habit, things that create kind of some focus or false organization in our lives. It's something we fall back on, right? And that's okay, but sometimes it gets in the way of life and it gets in the way of us perceiving our reality. So let's remember that overthinking is a stimulus as we go on, and that it's a habit. It's nothing to feel bad about, okay? So the one thing about overthinking is that it brings us out of the moment, right? So we want to start to think about the positives of overthinking so that we can first have empathy with ourselves for the overthinking and then start to create ways of getting out of it, okay? So overthinkers in general are smart people. We like mental stimulation, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Overthinkers are passionate, they're interested, they like to learn. We're empathic. Overthinkers are empathic. We're feelers. We feel our world, and sometimes what we do when we're feeling the world a lot, we're bringing in information, is we think about it. Our brains start spinning, right? Overthinkers also like solutions. There's nothing wrong with any of these things, right? So first and foremost, let's just take the negativity out of overthinking, okay? Yes, it can create suffering and it can get in the way of relationships and work and things like that. That's okay, but one of the things I teach in my business, Raise the Bar Wellness, is self-empathy and self-acceptance. This is really important on the pathway to behavior change, and it's really important on the pathway to becoming happier in life, okay? So first, let's look at a few steps to go through while you're working on overthinking. First, recognize how you feel, okay? So when you notice yourself spinning out, you're doing that overthinking thing that you know you do, recognize how that feels, okay? How am I feeling right now? Am I feeling fear or anger or a lack of control, right? In my life, am I feeling bored? I just need stimulation. Recognize the feeling behind the overthinking first, okay? This is the beginning of empathy, is turning your awareness onto the moment and onto yourself, okay? Second one is ask yourself what you need. Okay, so if you're thinking, it's like if you were nail biting. You want to think about, okay, why am I doing this habit? Why am I stuck in this overthinking? Recognize how you feel and then ask yourself, okay, what do I need? If I'm feeling sad or I'm feeling angry or I'm feeling out of control of a situation in my life, or I'm bored, what could I need, right? This leads to solution thinking rather than problem-based thinking. Okay, third thing, come back to the present moment. Okay, what does that mean? That means taking your information about what you need and thinking about what you can do now, okay? Overthinking is like a default of the brain when we're not consciously creating our need fulfillment, okay? Overthinking is subconscious fulfillment. It is not us coming into the moment and consciously thinking about what we need, right? So there's a big difference between those two. Coming into the moment and consciously thinking about what you need is empowering. It places you in your body and in your life, and you're more capable of perceiving reality around you, perceiving your feelings, and perceiving yourself. So when you're overthinking and you're spinning out, you're kind of not here. You're kind of not witnessing the things that are going on around you, right? Or the people that you care about, or yourself, how you feel, what you want, what you need. Maybe you're tired, take a nap rather than getting stuck in overthinking. So I want to look at a couple of things that you can do now that we've recognized that overthinkers are smart, like mental stimulation, are passionate, empathic, and like solutions. Then let's think about what those kind of people will need. People like me, people like some of you if you're watching this video. So crossword puzzles. Okay, this is cheesy stuff, but it's an activity for your brain, right? To give it food rather than feeding it with overthinking and spinning out, sometimes with negative thoughts or powerless thoughts or fantasies that have nothing to do with reality. We can create activities for the brain, okay? We can also, and I do this a lot, I do this one a lot, listen to videos or podcasts, okay? This gives you focus, right? Your brain's telling you that it needs something. So you're going to give it some food. Reading, sometimes that's hard for overthinkers because it doesn't feel like you're really doing anything or accomplishing anything or getting anything. But maybe you just haven't found the thing to read that you really like or that really stimulates your brain or fulfills your needs. Maybe you need comedy. Maybe you need something outlandish, like in another world, something that really brings you into it. Maybe you just have to search and find those things. Or for me, biographies work. I love biographies, things that are rooted in reality. Those books I really get sucked into. Okay. Okay, so those are some of the basic things. Now I want to kind of look at really quickly the difference between a spin-off and a helpful thought. Okay, I'm just going to organize a few of them here to give you an idea. So when we're overthinking and we want to try to create order and presence in the moment, we've noticed our feelings, we've thought about what we need. Now on a daily basis, we can start recognizing, okay, which overthinking thoughts are me just spinning off and I'm leaving the moment and I'm not actually helping myself or anybody. And then what are the thoughts that are helpful, that get me more in touch with me and what I need? So spin-off thoughts will often start with, I can't write this actually. I can't, okay? I won't. This is anger, right? Or feeling powerless. I can't or I won't. Let's see, I shouldn't. Like beating yourself up about something. I shouldn't do this, I shouldn't do that. That won't take you anywhere, right? Nowhere good, nowhere that feels good. Let's see, another one is, I can't believe. If you catch yourself thinking this thought, you might be thinking about another person or a situation that you're mad about that you can't do much about. I can't believe they did that, or I can't believe I'm stuck in this situation, or, I can't believe this is happening or that's happening, right? We can think that about world events and then events that are closer to home too in our own lives. When you catch yourself thinking these things, you're probably spinning off. You're not in control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are not feeding you positive food. Okay, there's a bunch more too, but those are some basics. You can get started on that. You can always make comments here or message me and we can talk more about some of the thoughts that come up and try to figure out some organization. I'd love to have a discussion about that on the YouTube video or the Facebook video. So helpful thoughts start with I as well, but they're empowered, right? I love this day. This is beautiful. I love watching the birds. I love this person. I love this thing about myself. I love my house. These are thoughts that I've cultivated that I just walk around now and they come into my mind. This was not always the case. This has become my default. I love this. I feel grateful. I feel grateful. That. Okay, I feel grateful. I am. And then this should be followed by something positive. I am growing. I am capable. I am doing great. This falls into the realm of affirmations, which are not always something that we feel are true, but we would like to feel are true. We would like to create these things in our lives. This is more like affirmations. Helpful, positive things, wow, how beautiful, or I'm so excited about. But watch out for these too, because some of these can become obsession as well. So if you start to think these helpful thoughts and then you find your mind spinning out and all of a sudden you don't know what you've been thinking about for 10 minutes and you don't even know where you are, you're driving and you're like, oh no. Bring yourself back to the moment. Take a deep breath. If you're driving, feel your weight on the seat. If you're walking, feel your feet on the ground. Bringing yourself back into the moment is empowering. Okay, that's one of the only things about overthinking that's really not good for us, is that we disempower ourselves with this activity. We give our energy to it. We give ourselves to it, right? But when we start becoming more in control of what we feed our brains through this and through these ideas and other things that you might have in your mind, good ideas, we start to come back and we start to get empowered, and guess what? We become happier, right? We increase our happiness levels. And that's really what I think most of us want, is peace within us, happiness, fulfillment, excitement. That's all bred here, not here, not in the I can't, I won't, I shouldn't, I can't believe, they shouldn't, they blah, 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 disempowering yourself, bringing yourself out of yourself. Okay, so this is Melissa Rays, owner of Raise the Bar Wellness. I am a health coach. I am a personal trainer, and I'm also a massage therapist with 18 years experience. I help people get everything in line within their lives so that they can fulfill goals and become a better them. Thanks so much for tuning in, and look for me on another video in about a day or a week. I don't know, but I'll be here. I'll see you soon. Thank you.